How's it going, Bonk holders? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. I'm sure you guys are having an absolute field day today because, of course, market is pumping right now. And it's not a small move by any means. We're talking some big mega moves happening across the crypto space, which I'm sure no one's really complaining about. But if you're looking at meme coins are feeling the love. All, utility projects are feeling the love. Everything at this point is pumping. Reminds me of early, quarter one of this year and, of course, late last year. But of course, in the grand scheme of things, the prices are nowhere near those levels because, of course, dominance has increased quite substantially since that time. But Bitcoin really carrying this momentum, which is, of course, absolutely amazing to see. But if you're looking at Bonk, it's up 15.1% today alone. Over the last 1 week, only up about 4.8%. And of course, on the monthly time frame, which a lot of people overlook, it is up 105%. And this is something I don't want you guys to be overlooking at all. Looking at the price of Bonk right now, 1955, still 4 zeros in front of the price, up 9% in Bitcoin comparative market cap at $1.5 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume, getting up to that $500 million mark, as we can see. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer for you guys: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So we're going to take a look at the broader meme coin market. If you did end up watching my Pepe update, I'm sure you guys know what's going on. But if not, obviously we're going to kind of take a look at what's happening. Meme coins are exploding right now with this Bitcoin push that we have seen towards the upside. A lot of double-digit gainers, and this is why I love meme coins. Of course, you need to understand when it comes to meme coins, there is definitely a higher risk involved, and of course, as there is higher risk, you do have a chance of losing more money in that case. So you'll always want to do your due diligence and research when it comes to, obviously investing into crypto. That's like the number one step. But if you pick the right meme coins, you will do quite well. And you can see this for yourself. Just in the last 24 hours, we're seeing multiple coins up double digits right now. And of course, we know they have gone down quite substantially from, the beginning of the year. And of course, late last year when we were pretty much at all-time highs for almost everything. So that's that, right? And because let's face it, it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, but these meme coins don't bring in any sort of utility. There's no use case. It's supply and demand and hype factor. Once that is over, these meme coins are going to plummet, and we have seen that in the past. And what makes us think that this is not going to happen again? This will always happen. Obviously, when market heats up, meme coins do tend to do quite well, but you need to have that exit strategy in place. I cannot stress this enough. Don't listen to the trolls online on Twitter that say, locking in profits is a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to lock in profits. Always listen to your gut. But if you're looking at, obviously, Bonk's rank, it is the second largest SPL coin right now, below Trump coin. Used to be the number one, but obviously right now we are seeing official Trump coin still at the top 4 spot. But what's quite interesting here, and this should really give you an understanding how good Solana ecosystem it really is and how it's in the lead. There's no question about that. I've been saying this from the beginning. From the beginning, I've been saying this. This bull market belongs to Solana. I don't care what people say. Look at just the top coins right now. Now, official Trump coin launched on Solana blockchain. Bonk launched on, Solana, as well as Fart coin, Pudgy Penguins, Dogwif Hat, Popcat, not Mock coin. KET, I think, is also a SPL coin. This one is also an SPL coin. So pretty much the list goes on and on. A lot. If you kind of combine all of these, you could really see how far this ecosystem has come. And also, this should really give you an understanding where money is really going towards, not just from institutional and retail, but also where the developers are really going, migrating from Ethereum to Solana, and the on-chain metrics obviously don't lie. But with that said, let's take a look at what's really happening with the price of Bonk. Of course, at this point, you guys know dominance has plummeted quite heavily since yesterday as well. We did go up to 64.83% after dropping down to 64.7%, but pretty much pulling down even more as Bitcoin broke out to $104,000. We're about to see a daily candle close here. If this is able to close around this range, guys, I think we could see an all-time high in the next few hours to come. I would not be surprised by any means. But with that said, let's shift our focus towards the price of Bonk and understand what's really happening. If you're looking at the price of Bonk here, you can see this for yourself. Obviously, just a few days back, we did retest the 1613 zone, as Bitcoin did also see a retracement. We do have significant amount kind of support around that range. If that was your buy order, you are up right now literally 30%. You are up 30% right now, but we still have not broken out of the April 28th high that we set for ourselves at the 2193 zone. But I think that's coming sooner than you think. Obviously, a major key level. This is the level where you really want to keep your eyes really glued towards, because if this resistance is able to turn into support, I think we push up to 2530 zone and then start heading towards the major key resistance, which we actually haven't been above since the beginning of the year. But again, if you want to put this into perspective, that itself is a 50% move. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Crypto ZX, that is quite a large move, and there's no doubts in that. But obviously, right now, if you're looking at it from a valuation standpoint, that's not too big. It can move up quite fast, believe it or not, with the momentum shift that we are seeing right now happening. When things start heating up, that is nothing, especially with the valuation at 1.5 bill. As far as valuation is concerned, all-time high for the market cap, of course, was, let's actually take a look at it. I think it was in November, as you can see this for yourself, at $3.6 billion. So that's a little bit over a double from where we currently are. And I think, things can heat up quite fast, especially after we break out of this resistance. And that's why, I talk about this resistance so much. But so far, so good. I'm sure no one's really complaining here. If you have not subscribed, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll keep you guys covered. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.